Yo, what up? It's your boy, as always, Mr. Clutch, and y'all already know what time it is. I'm here with the one, the only, the greatest, the Gamers Lab. Today, I'm going to be bringing you guys part 2 of a series I started about a month ago, about 2 months ago, called Shredding the Cheese. And if you haven't seen the first video, basically what it is it's a series where I break down how to counter a lot of the popular stuff, the cheesy stuff, in the Madden game. So the last time I did the video, I showed you guys how to pick up a blitz out of 3-4 and basically beat it for a touchdown. Well, since I brought you an offensive shred the cheese tip last time, I'm going to bring you one on defense this year. This video. And right now, I don't think that there is a lot of things in the game that are more popular that everybody does, no matter what play they call offensively, than freaking flat routes. Like, I love using flat routes because they just drag routes, but just exposing the flats. So I love running drag routes. I did a video, a breakdown maybe a week ago on it, and I'm actually going to show you today a play on how to take those routes out of the game. So real quick, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this play stock. It's the single back tight slots mesh, and what it does is it does a great job of dragging your your light blues back so you can hit the flats areas of the field with like a drag or something underneath. So as you can see, Amendola's are complete retard, but as you can see, this play naturally does a great job of dragging that flat back, and being able to let you hit the ball underneath for 5 to 10 yards. And then a lot of times when people have clear out routes where they really have that side of the field open, it's just absolutely nasty. So what I want to show you guys is a way to counteract that by locking up the flat zones. So in part 2 of Shredding the Cheese, I'm going to say taking away the flats. So what you want to do, one thing that has actually, people have been doing in Madden for a long time, but it hasn't been that popular this year, and because of how good flat routes are, drag routes and stuff, I'm surprised it hasn't come out. But I like manning up the opposite side of the field player, put them in man for the route that you know is going to be a drag. So what I mean is, basically in this particular situation, you have Gronk and Amendola both running the drag, right? So if they're the only players, usually with the flats, they're the only players that are going to that flat area of the field, those drags. So what I'm going to do is actually man up Gronk with the opposite side flat route, and I'm going to man up Amendola with that opposite side flat route, or the flat player, right? So what happens is when they come across the field, I'm already on that side of the field, so they don't get that head start and don't leave my person hiding in the dust. Now what you want to do is make sure that you're far enough to the outside. If you man them up from somebody that's in the middle, their first instinct, say I'm manned up on Amendola from the middle of the field, their first instinct is going to be to cut left to try to catch Amendola. Then Amendola's going to run right past them. So you have to make sure that whoever it is, it doesn't have to be a flat defender. It can be a hook zone. Like if I wanted to man him up, I could have too. But you want to man him up and make him far enough on outside on the opposite side that he will actually stay there until the drag route crosses the field, and then he'll be able to pick him up. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I mean. Go ahead and run the play, and then basically watch the defender. He stays right with Amendola the whole time, and 9 times out of 10 that's going to happen, and you're going to get an interception. And the beautiful thing is that people are so dependent on drag routes this year that they'll throw it anyway, and you will be getting a lot of interceptions by doing this. I've been doing it for a while. Sometimes I forget to do it, but when I do, it's just complete money. Now another adjustment you can do to make it even better, if you know that they're going to run to the flats, is do a coverage adjustment by hitting triangle and then hit right on the right analog stick to make them play outside. Now like I said before, this is something that a lot of people rely on, the drag routes, and it's something that are built into a lot of people's schemes. So you'll see them constantly running it over and over. I'm not saying the first time you see somebody run this formation, just automatically do this setup, but it's an adjustment that you can do in game to take away a route that somebody is normally very comfortable with. And if you take them out their comfort zone, they start making dumb reads and you start winning more ball games. So just something that you definitely want to keep in mind and do. Now like I said before, you can also say you think that they might be doing the corner flat street combo, where maybe Gronk might be on a corner route and you don't want to give up this flat route. You want this flat route to stay on the field. Well, you also want to man up the drag that's coming with Amendola across the field like this. So another option you can do is, like I said, man up the hook zone instead of the flat zone and let him play the drag that's coming across the field. So you have play something out like this. And you just want to make sure, like I said, that he's slid out far enough that he's not going to try to run across the field as soon as the ball snapped. So then you can slide out your purple to take away the corner route. You have your manned up player taking away the drag route coming across the field, and then you're in cover 4, so you're not going to give up the big play either. So this is another thing that you can do. And then I always like to lurk and use her with the middle of the field to defend anything cutting across the middle. So if you got a backside guy cutting over the middle, whatever have you, or the running back coming out of the backfield on like a delay or wheel, something like that, you want to take that away, you still have that option. But let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about real quick. So, like for example, we have the corner route. It would streak Gronk. Usually it's better to have the outside person on streak, but for the purpose of this video, I'll just do it as is. And then Amendola's coming underneath on the drag. So what normally would happen is the flat route would drop. The flat defender would drop. Either he would initially drop back into the corner and the flats would be open, or he would eventually drop down on that drag and the corner route would be open. So I'm running this here on the fly, but I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. So I'm going to head and snap the ball. As you can see, he stayed with the flat. You got the purple in the corner, and then it's pretty much everything's taken away. Obviously, you bounce back, but you'd be able to use their people once they start playmaker and take that away. So real quick, I'll just go into the instant replay, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Now we have that manned up defender. He's playing the drag. The person that was in the flat is in the purple, so he's taking away the corner. And then you got cover 4, so they're taking away the streak. So just like I said, I mean, I'm not saying that's gonna in every situation this is exactly what you want to do, but use the opposite side man concept to take away drag routes that are coming underneath. And another thing you can do is against cover 4, you can do this exact same concept to pretty much lock cover 4. I mean, not cover 4. 4 verticals. You can lock 4 verticals up with this exact same concept. And as you guys know, if you played Madden for any amount of time this year, you know that 4 verticals is one of the big plays in Madden this year. So if you can take that away on like 4th and long, then you're gonna start, like I said, winning a lot more games. So let me show you guys here. Gun trips TE. Let's see if we can just find 4 verticals. One of the common ones. Let me see how. Okay, yeah, this is a good formation. People commonly run this. So yeah, the 4 verticals. As you guys know, the running back route, usually when they cut across the field, they're wide open because the flat that's on the left side of the field usually just keeps dropping because of all those streaks. So what you can do is, in this particular instance, I gotta do blitzing. So what I'll do is take Brad Ham, slide him out, and man him up against Brandon Bolden. You can put this guy in a purple if you want, but you don't have to. It's up to you what you want to do with that. It's, you know, depending on what you think your opponent wants to do. And then you can just control. Honestly, what you could do is spy him. There you go. And then you can lurk right across the middle of the field to take away this X route from Julian Edelman that's so deadly. So let's go ahead and run it real quick. Go ahead and snap the ball. He does a good job sticking with Brandon Bolden. I would have lurked over the middle. Nobody's open. Boom, 4 verticals, done. Now they're punting. Or now that was 4th down. They went for it on 4th like a big dummy. Now you got the ball on your opponent's 20-yard line and you're putting them away. So anyway, that's my concept. Quick thing, like I said, shredding the cheese part 2. Taking away the cheese of the flat routes and the drag routes coming across the middle field by using opposite side man coverage. Hope you guys liked the video. Hope you liked the comment. Go ahead and try it out. Tell me how it works for you. If you don't like it, if it did work for you, let me know. If it didn't, let me know. If you found something to make it even better, do let me know that too. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching the video, checking out the channel, and always coming through and supporting the one, the only, the Gamers Lab. It's your boy, Mr. Clutch, and I'm out.